Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai 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 Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Something in this world, my camera is not working.
Jai Jai Ram
My camera is not working. I'll restart the computer. My camera is not working. I'll just see.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram
Shri Ram
Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Shri Ram.
Swamiji's voice is muted.
Swamiji's voice is muted. 1 second.
I have not done. I have not done.
Now it's done. Present. I sent it from.
Why this is not stop sharing?
This is because it's showing it stop sharing, then it will stop sharing, then you can see all of that.
Okay now.
No, that is showing that. I'm wondering from where is that come?
Hmm?
No, I was thinking that my I was thinking that but where I was coming
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Hari Om to everybody. Pranam, 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 pranam. Day before yesterday, we were sharing some thoughts about Swami Chidanji Maharaj's words of wisdom on daily life and daily sadhana. Actually, this is a very important topic for all of us. In spite of hearing, still we have not been able to integrate our sadhana with our daily life. That means the norms we have while we deal with men and matters remain the same. Though our mind says, we are doing Ramnam, we are doing this practice, that practice. So this has to be highlighted every now and then. Probably that is why Papa prompted day for yesterday to take up this subject. See, if you are comfortable on the floor, okay. So there's a beautiful article. It is not merely reading, we will slowly read, but what is more important is the absorption of the theme as much as possible. Under the banner of spiritual sadhana, we have been doing so many things. And in our case, it is mainly Ramnam. Ramnam, Bhajan. At least for some time, we try for inward journey. We try to go through the works of Papa, Mataji, Swamiji. We try to hear Satsang. But now we are asking ourselves, what is happening to me? Am I not still limiting myself to the me and mine? Puja Mataji keeps on warning us that ashram is a school, you are coming here to learn universal love and service. Have we applied our mind on this? Anyhow, let us go through this inspiring article of Swami Chidanji Maharaj. Everybody can read? What about them?
Yes, Swamiji.
Okay.
Swamiji.
Daily life, a test of inner sadhana. Will this not block?
What's on this?
Will this not block?
I'll take it behind. Over here.
Little. Oh, no. Hmm? Daily life.
No, no, not yet. When something open the file first.
I'll read you.
It won't come yet. Come only then.
Daily life, a test of inner sadhana by Swami Chidananji Maharaj. Gurudev has blessed, that is Swami Shivanji Maharaj, Gurudev has blessed us with a facility which provides the scope and possibility for all the 4 yogas he has given to us. He has given us a field for the exercise of body, mind, intellect, and spirit. So, the ashram is a field, So we have to take it. Ananda Ashram has been given to us as a field. Papa has blessed us with a facility which provides the scope and possibility for all the 4 yogas. He has given us a field for the exercise of body, mind, intellect, and the spirit. These are the 4. So when we are visiting ashram, when we are staying in ashram, when we are involved in seva activities, the first foremost thing that we have to bear in mind is this. Gurudev, you can say Papa has blessed us with the facility, with a facility which provides the scope and possibilities for all the 4 yogas. He has given us a field for the exercise of body, mind, intellect, and spirit. This is a place of total unfoldment for your entire being, from the least to the supreme. It is a center of evolution from the human state to the state of transcendental illumination and blessedness. It's a bridge from humanity to divinity. It means what? An ashram. The field provided by our master is a bridge from humanity to divinity. For those who can perceive and utilize it as such, this valuable gift of the Holy Master, this ashram, can be to them a ladder to enlightenment, total divine perfection, eternal blessedness. A ladder of enlightenment, total divine perfection, liberation and eternal blessedness. These are all the ideal for which we have been drawn to this ashram. For this is what it is, if it is always approached. Not from an imperfect human angle, but from an awakened spiritual angle and an enlightened divine angle. The real purpose of our visit to ashram is for this. Not from an imperfect human angle, but from an awakened spiritual angle and an enlightened divine angle. It is this way for the simple reason that Gurudev, we can say Papa, worked to create this ashram for this specific purpose. He gave utterance to the fact that he had provided here a total field and scope for our evolution. If we will approach it as such, shedding all inhibitions, clearing ourselves of preconceived notions, and overcoming our intense preoccupation with our own human center, which is the center of opinions, conceptions, built-in reactions, prejudices, and bias. Then everywhere we turn, we will see that this entire ashram is a rare gem, a rare gift for total evolution and perfection. It's a beautiful article where we are reminded the purpose for the ashram, our visit to the ashram. God is making us to visit this ashram. God is making us to involve or in various activities in the ashram purely for these purposes. It's a rare gift for total evolution and perfection. And we have to shed here, shedding all inhibitions, clearing ourselves of preconceived notions, overcoming our intense preoccupation with our own human center, the me and mine, which is the center of opinions, conceptions, built-in reactions, prejudices, and bias. Even the seeming negative factors, which in our lesser human nature-based and biased perception appear to be so many obstacles, problems, impeding factors hampering our progress, so-called negative, when we see here, when we are here, our own projection will bring up, and we have negativities in our. So here, Swamiji says, will suddenly be seen as valuable occasions and opportunities for us. Whatever imperfections we have, it is now coming out in the form of negativity in others. So how do I get over that negativity? Only when I know that there is a negativity in my mind. And ashram provides this facility. Now the most important one. And will suddenly be seen as valuable occasions and opportunities for us. They are to be made use of. They are chances given to test ourselves. They are neither to be suffered nor borne nor endured. Happening here, which our mind labels as not comfortable, negative, not favorable. We should, Swamiji here wants us, they are neither to be suffered nor borne nor endured, but they are to be understood and made use of for our benefit, our highest good. This ashram duplicates life as a whole. In whichever environment and situation we have been placed by the will of the divine, the factors present in it are necessary for us as we are at this given time and place to enable us to work towards our perfection. Anything that is happening, Swamiji Maharaj wants us to treat like that, not label it as a positive, negative, situation. In whichever environment and situation we have been placed by the will of the divine, the factors present in it are necessary for us as we are at this given time and space to enable us to work towards our perfection. For each one of us has many things to be overcome. Nobody is perfect. But when I take a decision, I do not feel that I am imperfect, I am perfect and I am trying to impose on others. That's it is. Each one of us has many things to be overcome. Many things to be overcome, renounced and discarded. And a particular situation and circumstance is given to us as an opportunity for liberating ourselves from that which is holding us back from progressing towards our divine destiny. Because each one of us has many things to be overcome, renounced, discarded, and a particular situation and circumstance is given to us as an opportunity for liberating ourselves from that which is holding us back from progressing towards our divine destiny. If we thus perceive and understand life with a true spiritual vision, then our entire reaction to things that come to us day by day will be a creative reaction, a keen analytical reaction. What has this in it for me? God has given it with a definite plan and purpose. In what way can I gain from this situation? or benefit myself and surge ahead. It does not come without meaning. Anything that comes to us, it does not come without a meaning. Thus, each situation, each set of circumstances, each day comes because that is the need for that day. Pa, pa, pa. These words should get imprinted in our heart. No? So that our biased views, prejudiced views, conditioned views, that will slowly melt away. We'll go through it again. Our outer life and our inner spiritual life, japa, meditation, introspection, contemplation, reflection, concentration, have a close, indispensable connection. Our outer life and the sadhana. Both have got inner, indispensable connection. They are necessary for each other. Inner sadhana as well as outer life. Our inner disciplines require to be tested for their authenticity, their genuineness, their effectiveness, and the scope and possibility for this is provided each waking day from dawn till dusk. Am I becoming more and more self-centered? No? Am I holding on to my views only? My love towards everybody is conditional. Whereas I have come here to learn unconditional love and service. No? They are reminded. Bah, very powerful word. Our inner spiritual disciplines require to be tested for their authenticity. Because when we say japa, when we do Ramnam, Papa clearly asks us to widen our love circle from me to we to him. The ideal of the ashram, which is spelled out on 15th May 1931, is that the ideal of the ashram is universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity in everybody. And to have the vision of divinity, he has given us Nam Seva Dhyan. But we forgot. We are involved in some Nama chanting this. But the main purpose is to expand, Universal love and service means what? Expanding from me to we to him. So our inner disciplines require to be tested for their authenticity, their genuineness, their effectiveness, and the scope and possibility for this is provided each waking day from dawn till dusk. Daily life is an opportunity provided for us to exercise the spirituality gained during our inner studies, reflection, japa, meditation. Daily life is an opportunity provided for us to exercise the spirituality gained during our inner studies. Reflection, japa, meditation. All these things enable me to expand my love circle, It's a testing ground. So each day our progress is really ours. We have made it our own by having tested it, proven it, possessed it. Until it has been tested and proven, it is not our own, it does not become part of us. This is what is happening to all of us. We have never taken anything as a test. Actually, God is providing, Papa is providing an opportunity for us during our visit to ashram or during our stay in ashram. Whether all the so-called limiting factors in us, which is called the me and mine, whether it is slowly getting dissipated, diluted, Am I moving from me to we? You know? Daily life is an opportunity provided for us to exercise the spirituality gained during our inner studies, reflection, japa, meditation. It is the testing ground so that each day our progress is really ours. We have made it our own by having tested it, proven it, possessed it. Until it has been tested and proven, it is not our own. It does not become part of us. That is why we find it difficult, you know. We have not made a part of it in our life. Whatever spiritual discipline we are doing it goes on a superficial level, outer level. If it has gone inside, these changes will be there. Every spiritual step forward becomes assimilated into your nature when it is thus exercised. That which is exercised actively becomes firmly grounded, permanently and truly your own. Thus, there is an indispensable connection between your daily sadhana and your daily life. It is in the context of daily life that you are able to strictly exercise and test your spiritual progress. Those who are hearing it from their own place, they should know the same thing, you know, that the daily sadhana, whatever we are doing at home, it is relevant, it is very much valid in all our activities. At home, in the office, with friends. Not a compartmentalized ideal, practical ideal. It is in the context of daily life that you are able to actively exercise and test your spiritual progress. It is in the context of your daily sadhana. Eh? We will go through that. We will go through that first. Please hear the whole thing. Try to assimilate, because there is no point for discussion. This is, you know, we are watching ourselves. What is happening to us? How are we reacting to events and individuals? Papa is giving us a monthly test now. No? We are asking ourselves. So it is in the context of daily life that you are able to actively exercise and test your spiritual progress. It is in the context of your daily sadhana that day by day the quality of your daily life is enhanced and enriched. It becomes further elevated to progressively higher dimensions of culture, refinement, and transformed spiritual nature. Ultimately, of course, this process, the daily enrichment of your outer life, by the daily ascent of your spiritual inwardness, culminates in a total divinization of your being and doing, your actions and reactions. May we thus see this unified nature of our inner and outer life and not see them as two separated, mutually exclusive, opposed aspects. They are not two. They mean the outer and inner life are one integrated, unified process of spiritual evolution. One who perceives this becomes a totally balanced individual. He becomes truly possessed of the knowledge of the art and science of living, art and science of living life as one unified process of evolving day by day spiritually. For us, the relevance of the spiritual fact is a necessary part of the understanding of this ashram life which we are leading and all the factors that go to make up both the inner and outer life. May the grace of the divine and blessings of the Master enable us to see ourselves as what we are and to see our life and our environment for what it is. Thus, may this dual knowledge become a means for your steady spiritual progress and evolution into ultimate illumination and liberation. The reality is eternal and infinite. He is always, God is always, and also everywhere always. Therefore, all places are sacred. Being one and non-dual, there cannot be anything besides Him. So things that we think are different from Him and therefore take our minds away from Him are only so because of the lack of discrimination and right vision with which we see them. There is nothing wrong with the things that we see, but there is everything wrong with the way in which we see them. There is nothing wrong with the things that we see, but there is everything wrong with the way in which we see them. Things cannot be changed. And luckily, things need not be changed because there is nothing wrong with them as they are. We have to change. Our vision has to change to one infilled by a certain mental, emotional attitude of mind and heart where we look at all things exist. He is there in them as existence. Manifestation of this consciousness may be in varying degrees. He exists in them as pure consciousness. First he said existence, then now he says consciousness. He is defining God, All things have within them the inherent ability to bestow bliss. Existence, consciousness, bliss. He dwells within them as the bliss bestowing factor. Therefore, behind and beyond the grossly perceived names and forms, there is Satchit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss, pervading the entire universe. Satchit Ananda is alone, is eternal, unchanging, imperishable. Therefore, Satchit Ananda alone is the reality. Names and forms cannot be the reality because they are perishable and transitory. So how can unreality hide reality? It is absurd. Ponder this. Then you will know in which way you should behold all things. There will be no obstacles because we have changed. The world may be the same, but we have changed. We will behold God here and now, the fact and not the fiction. In the midst of the many, we will see the one. Daily life, daily sadhana.
Swamiji,
Ah.
we need to ponder and read this again and again to completely absorb.
Ah.
Can you please send this mail to me? I request Swamiji.
I can send it.
Huh?
She wants us to send the file to her.
Ah. That you can send. Yes, you can send. That means this from this moment on. Huh? Yes, tell me.
அதாவது இப்போ நீங்க எல்லாம் படிச்சேல அது கொஞ்சம் நீங்க உங்க நம்ம லாங்குவேஜ்ல கொஞ்சம் சொல்ல அதாவது சொன்னா கொஞ்சம் புரியாம சொன்னா நல்லா இருக்கும். இந்த இங்கிலீஷ்ல ஹை இங்கிலீஷா இருக்க மாதிரி இருக்கு. கொஞ்சம் நமக்கு புரியாம சொல்றா.
டெய்லி நம்ம பண்ற சாதனா இருக்கே.
ஆமா.
அந்த சாதனாவும் டெய்லி நம்ம லைஃப்பை லீட் பண்ணுறோமே காலையிலேருந்து ராத்திரி வேற. அதுக்கு ரெண்டுக்கும் சம்பந்தம் உண்டு நான் சொல்கிறோம். இது வேற அது வேற அல்ல. அப்போ ராமநாமம் சொல்கிறோம், பஜனை பண்ணுறோம். இங்கிலீஷில் சொல்கிறேன். We are doing Ramnam, we are doing bhajans, we are reading, we are hearing Satsang. So many things we are doing it and we have named it as sadhana. And then our life is there. Early morning we get up and start attending to our worldly, family duties, household duties, individual duties, professional duties, social duties. We have kept it as separate. Unknowingly we have kept it as separate. Whereas whatever sadhana God has prompted us to do is only to enrich our life, improve the quality of our life, and for that He has provided this daily life. Now we are hearing. Immediately somebody comes and says something. What is our reaction? What is our immediate reaction? Are we trying to see him, or are we trying to view it from our standpoint? So this everyone has to ponder. How to connect my daily sadhana with daily life. This is the theme of this article. Now unknowingly we have kept it as separate. Ramnam chanting is going on during that particular time. But after that, the Nama stands for God who is within me and who is in everybody. And it is God who has provided me this life, this field, which I don't remember. Only during that particular period, I try to develop some mental mindset. And then after that, I am back to square one. The old me and mine, with all its reservation, with all its condition, continues to influence me. I am unable to, I want to get out of it, but I am unable to do it. I am still in the clutches of my conditionings, my rights and wrongs, my likes and dislikes, my preferences, my priorities, my cravings, my infatuations, my preconceived notions, my attachment towards my family, my profession, my wealth. No, all these things are intact. I am not seeing God there, no. Okay, I cannot see God straight away, but I must make an attempt, It is to make an attempt that He is prompting me to chant Ramnam. He is prompting me to take part in the bhajan. He is prompting me to go through Papa's words or any master's words, to contemplate, so that I come out of the me and mine. Simple is the me and mine. This is the essence of this article. So daily life and daily sadhana, they are they are not separate. They are one. Here Swamiji makes it very clear that it is one integrated. So why he has given us this daily life is to test the sadhana. Because that means we should know that sadhana is really a sadhana, not an activity. At the moment, for many of us, it may be an activity. Some of us may be able to understand something about it and try to bring it in our daily activities. But we normally we fail. Because our old notion, they come and occupy us. So now through this article, Papa is drawing our attention that whatever spiritual discipline we are doing, it should be correlated to whatever we are thinking, talking and doing. At the family level, professional level, social level.
Swamiji, it is the baggage, isn't the baggage that we are carrying? We are not able to drop out the baggage.
We are not able. So that means where I should concentrate, that each one has to decide whether when I do Ramnam, should I bring this? Or when I am doing something, I should bring. First of all, I feel, this is a suggestion, I feel that at the time of Ramnam chanting, we must bring all these in our mind. We must all try now, whether that is possible. When we try to bring this dimension while we are chanting Ramnam, then immediately after the Ramnam stops, we are in some activity. Whether it percolates, we may fail. Immediately we should know that we have failed, Then only we can correct ourselves. So each one has to do the pondering. Nobody from outside can give any direction. Because what is happening in me is known only to me, nobody will know. So now I am asking myself whether my Ramnam is really enabling me to expand myself from me to we. Otherwise it slips into an outer activity, a superficial activity, a mechanical activity, hardly leaving a deep impress on any of my activities. Huh?
Swamiji,
Ah.
Swamiji,
Ah.
அப்போ டெய்லி நம்மளுக்கு நம்மள இன்ட்ராஸ்பெக்ஷன் பண்ணிக்கணும். அப்போதான் வெதர் வி ஆர் இந்த பாத்துல போறோமான்னு தெரியும் இல்லையா?
டெய்லி அல்ல, ஓரோ நிமிஷத்துலயும் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ட்ரை பண்ணமே. டெய்லி சொல்லி நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? we have not done it, no. இப்போ immediately after this, what happens to me, whatever has happened, I would not have brought it. Now at least I start thinking, Papa is asking through Swami Chidanji Maharaj's article to ponder over this. What am I doing? I don't want that an intellectual knowledge. So I must make a sincere effort now, because the Ramnam chanting is for this purpose. Ramnam chanting is exclusively for expansion from me to we. And I may be trying. Honestly, all of us are trying now. But where are we? Where have we landed so far? By and large, none of the devotees would like to attack anybody, to take somebody's, As far as possible, we try to become honest, sincere, helping to each other. All those things are there. But only about that, we know, that person will know whether the expansion is taking place. Suppose you have helped me, I develop my gratitude towards you. But it is between me and you, individual. We are separate. Whether I have brought in the other dimension, God made me to pass through a severe testing moment, and God provided somebody to come before me and offered me this. This is what is intended. We are now reconciling with the persons, objects, and situations. We are grateful to the person, we are grateful to the object, we are grateful to the situation. But why it is not leaving a dent? Because I treat them as me as separate, the person as separate, object as separate, and the situation as separate. Here, Papa is drawing our attention. It is not that you are separate and he is separate. He has provided you an opportunity to develop this, and he makes you to fail. He makes you to test yourself. So he is providing in the field. And somebody is in some form, he comes before us and he does it. So we remove the individuals, we try to bring the God dimension behind it. Behind anything and everybody, instead of seeing them as merely individuals, we have been asked to see the power behind that individual. The power which is in me is the power which is in them. So all of us have to devise some method suiting to our temperament to bring in this dimension. At the moment, we are grateful to people who have helped us. No doubt about it. And we try to help them, but in whatever way. That is all plus point, no doubt. But that is not the spiritual progress. Spiritual progress is we are trying to connect ourselves, stitch ourselves on the spiritual plane, not on the individual plane. Is that clear to everybody?
Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji. So God dimension நம்ம கொண்டு வந்துட்டோம்.
ஆமா,
each and every action.
இப்போ நம்ம கொண்டு வந்துட்டலே. We have seen them as individuals.
Yes, Swamiji. So far we have seen individuals.
Yes,
not like God dimension.
It's a toughest job. It's not easy. Agreed. Because over the years we have only developed this. To bring in another dimension, it's the toughest job. So now what can I do? I can only do this.
If you are with us, nothing will be tough.
If you are with us, then nothing will not.
So now the thing is, I think one suggestion is, at the time of Ramnam chanting, which is our mainstay, we try to bring all this. Before chanting, we can have this 5-minute dialogue with Papa, who is inside. Today you gave me a wonderful idea. Unknowingly, I have been separating my sadhana from my daily life. I don't know the technique by which, I can weld this together. Kindly guide me. And I, 1 minute, please mute. Please mute. Please mute.
Swamiji,
Ah.
Oh, now you wanted to talk. I'm muted. Ramdas uncle, you can unmute yourself now.
So let us pray now before we do Ramnam, that you have given today a wonderful aspect of spiritual journey, that I should be able to blend, integrate spiritual sadhana to my daily life. I don't know the technique by which I can do this. I am 100% convinced. Intellectually, I am convinced. But the moment the session is over, my old me comes back to me, So please help me. With that bhavana, I am chanting this Ramnam. There should be a total overhaul. This article, he says there is nothing wrong with the world outside. We have to change ourselves. That means what? From the me to me level, we have to move to the me to we level. Very difficult, agreed. Very difficult, not easy. So we have to, when we make an effort, the inner reality who has prompted us now to read this, to ponder this, will surely help us. %. How do we say 100%? Our master's life. They handed over their lock, stock and barrel to the original actuator, and they were able to lead. If we are in a position successful even to 1%, 5%, 10%, it matters a lot for us. So let us try, whatever spiritual discipline we have named it as spiritual discipline like Ramnam chanting. Try this, so that it doesn't become an activity. It goes inside to remove the me and mine from my mind. At least that much clarity Papa is giving us today. That by Ramnam, what is intended is to remove the me and mine, which is dominating me, in my family life, professional life, and social life. It is dominating. And I have been nurturing this attitude right from my childhood. So one fine morning it will not go unless His grace is there. So we seek His intervention, and then tell Him, please step in. Enough is enough. I have heard all these, I have understood all these, but the moment I react to events and individuals, my old norms come and occupy me, influence me, impacted me so far. Kindly help me.
What's it? நீங்க சும்மா கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கக்கூடாதா நீங்க நான் போச்சு இப்போ ஐயோ இது ப்ராப்ளம்
For those who can perceive and utilize it as such, this valuable gift of the Holy Master of this ashram can be to them a ladder to enlightenment.
போயாச்சு
பாருங்க நீங்க பேசுறது எல்லாரும் கேட்கறா இல்லையா? நீங்க பேசுறது எல்லாரும் கேட்கறா. மியூட் பண்ணுங்க போல தேவ பண்ணி. நிறைய பேர் கேட்டு இருக்கா இல்லையா? நீங்க தமிழ பேசிட்டு இருக்கிறது எல்லாரும் கேட்டு இருக்கா. For those who can perceive and utilize it as such, this valuable gift of Holy Master.
Swamiji, they are unmuting it every time I mute it. They are unmuting the mic every time I mute it.
Remove them.
தெரியாது
I
பாவம்.
can't remove them.
நீங்க மியூட் பண்ணுங்க.
It's wrong to do that.
If for those who can perceive and utilize it as such, this valuable gift of Holy Master, this ashram can be to them a ladder to enlightenment. So far we have been associating with ashram, whether I have made use of it for my ladder of enlightenment, total divine perfection, liberation, eternal blessedness. It is this way for the simple reason that Gurudev worked to create this ashram for this specific purpose. So we can say, Papa, Mataji, they have set up this ashram in 1931 only for this purpose. That is why on 15th May 1931, at the time of inauguration, he specifically said this. We did not know anything about it. Only when we were going through in the vision of God, when Papa came to the stage of telling about Ananda Ashram, then he has recorded this. Otherwise, nobody will know, you know. If Papa has not recorded, we will not know at all. Nobody was there with him at that time. So at that time, he made it very clear, this is the purpose of this ashram. So as soon as Papa made us to look at this, we immediately got it printed and then put it in a big board. That is why it is kept at the entrance of the Centenary Hall. So that if God prompts us to look at it, we are immediately, oh, this is the purpose for which I have come. We have been coming to this ashram. This has not come to our mind. Only when we started going through in the vision of God deeply, suddenly he drew us to this particular part. Why are you going to ashram? Why I have made you to come to ashram? It is not to simply take some activity there. It is not to see the Mahatmas there, praise them, do pranams, offer something and then go back. No. The purpose of my coming is to expand from me to we. Even when Mataji scolded us, when she said this is, ashram is a school, you are here coming to learn what is universal love and service. Then we did not understand. Because Mataji was also there at the time of the inauguration, no? Only in Papa and Mataji knows. That generation has also passed. Those who have attended or those who have heard from Papa directly, they are also not there. We are all new generations, you know. So how do we come to know this? So the sadhana is to go through his works. The moment he makes us to know the purpose of this ashram, then I start thinking, what am I doing? He has provided a field. If I am a family man, I can say family has been given to me. If I am a professional man, I can say the professional field has been given to me. If I am a social being, a society has been given to me. And so now I am to test whether this universal love and service, this expanding from me to we is taking place at some level. 100% nobody will be able to do it. Okay. Some level. 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 50%. I look back now, how many decades I have been associating with this ashram? And what is happening to me? Have I been able to raise myself? Immediately the mind will say, no, we are contented, we are righteous, we have tried to help others. All those things are there. 100% right. That progress is there, no doubt about it. But that is not what Papa wants us to do it. Papa wants us to see the God dimension behind individuals, objects and situations. Then only this me to we will become a reality. At the moment, the me to we is not a reality, though we may be helping others. Because that is purely based on the individual to individual. What about the person to whom he has not helped us? What about the person to whom with we have differences? Then we know it is intact in us, you know. Our prejudice, our biased views are intact. So then can we say that the developing love for the individual who has helped us is helping me spiritually? No. And I have been given this holy and all-powerful Ram now. Now I try with the help of Ram now. Yes, now it is becoming clear why he said Nam Seva Dhyan, no? First comes Nama, no? And Seva means, first I was thinking helping others is Seva. No, 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 no. Right from the moment I get up till I retire to bed, whatever activities I do is called Seva. Whatever activities in which God makes me to involve, that is Seva. Right from folding my bed sheet, keeping the pillow in order, wherever I am, that whatever I am doing, that is called Seva. So this Nama should percolate, the theme of the Nama should percolate into all my activities. And to ensure that it doesn't become individual to individual, I have been asked to do the dhyana. To know that he is within me. And if I realize that he is within me, I will naturally realize that he is in everybody. So Nam Seva Dhyan. And Papa has given us so many clues from his own life how to bring in this, So this, that is why he said, for Seva, outer activity should be compatible with inner aspiration. Inner aspiration is to bring the God dimension. So our outer activity, these are his words, precious words. Outer activity should be compatible with inner aspiration. Go along with. And dhyana is to feel his presence within. But dhyana he is keeping it because unless and until I practice sincerely the nama and the seva, my mind will not be able to easily take to inward journey. The moment I sit and close my eyes, it will run riot, the mind.
Swamiji, doing japa comes under meditation.
Meditation is something, we have a glimpse. Meditation can be interpreted in any way, but as far as Papa says about meditation, it should lead us to the stillness. Stillness is our base. At the moment, we are not aware of the stillness.
To make the mind still.
To make the mind still. Another way is to go beyond the mind. We have only the vehicle called, tool called mind. So we are using the mind to go beyond the boundaries of the mind. That is why it is strenuous. Because the tool has to be dropped, Tool has to be dropped. Then only we can get that. Otherwise the tool will immediately put a barrier between us and him. That is why he used this word. Utterance of God's name is to make the mind ultimately still, free from all thoughts. It is in the stillness that we know and realize God. Very clear. Utterance of God's name is to make the mind ultimately still, free from all thoughts. It is in the stillness that we know and realize God. Once we have, just like cycling, the balance, once we have to try our level best to have a glimpse of our original nature, or the core of our being, who is within us. And that is why he says, that beautiful word. One who perceives this becomes a totally balanced individual. because we are not upset, we are not elated, balanced. Because Papa here assures us that it will slowly enable us to accept the will of God behind anything that happens, not in a particular one. There is nothing wrong with the things that we see, but there is everything wrong with the way in which we see them. Things cannot be changed, they are here to stay. And luckily, things need not be changed because there is nothing wrong with them as they are. This I will be able to accept only when I feel, when I realize that it is God's will. No? Otherwise, I will not accept. Things cannot be changed, they are here to stay. And luckily, things need not be changed because there is nothing wrong with them as they are. We have to change. Our vision has to change to one infilled by a certain mental, emotional attitude of mind and heart, where we look at all things with spiritual vision, with an awakened divine awareness based upon the knowledge of realities. It's a very, very, very important aspect in our life. Ultimately, we don't want to say that we have reached the target of so many crores. We want to say that we want to become a refined individual. An individual in whom there is no otherness. Because Puja Mataji's life, we say Puja Mataji because we did not have the privilege to meet Papa in body. Papa dropped the body in 63, and in 64 we started coming here. So our first darshan was Puja Mataji. And in Puja Mataji, on that particular 2 or 3 days visit, that visit when we took leave, she gave this an untold message to us that spirituality means to reach a stage where there is no otherness. Though we have not been able to successfully make it a reality in our life, at least that ideal is becoming clearer and clearer. That whatever I do, whatever I talk, whatever I think or and say, whatever I say, it must be in line with this, absence of otherness, which is called me to we to him. In absence of otherness means, the spiritual dimension has been brought. Because otherness will go only when I identify myself with everybody, with everything and everybody and every situation. It's a tall order for me, no doubt. But every day he is trying to make it refined, to pinpoint out where I have gone wrong, where I slip. So kindly think about this. On Monday also we will have the same topic. So that whatever he made us to think now, and we try, in whatever way, 1%, 0.5%, 2%, whatever we are going to do from now onwards. Whether we have been able to do it, and otherwise we immediately we pray. We are definitely doing Ramnam every day, whether at home or in the ashram. Even if we do for 10 minutes, we will try to bring in this dimension. Please enable me to translate this, the theme that is discussed today, into my life. What is the theme? There is no disconnect between daily life and daily sadhana. There is absolutely no disconnect between daily life and daily sadhana. Intellectually now I am 100% convinced that sadhana I am doing is providing me a field to test. So far I have been naming it as a person, as a object, as a situation. Now I should not. I should know that he has provided me field in the form of a person, in the form of an object, in the form of a situation. Let us try this. It's a very powerful. Those of them who have gone, no, you can send it to them,
I'll send it
even
to
if
the
they don't ask.
I'll send it to the
Uh,
work.
uh, Even if they don't ask,
I'll send
because
it
it is something, and it can. One more request. Kindly translate this into your own mother tongue. Google Baba is helping, You have to do some editing, that's all. Why we say, when we try to understand it through our own language, impact will be more. This is our personal experience. Whenever we try to understand something, whatever said and done, we are trying to understand English through our own mother tongue. First, when we were taught, you go to the date. Whenever a new word comes, you are trying to understand it in your own language, First, later on, probably English to English might be there. But first one, your mother tongue to English. So I would say, as an exercise, as a sadhana, this particular article may be translated. And you see whether the translation is acceptable to you. That is called editing. You will not be satisfied if it is not correctly translated. Google Baba's translation can help us to 50-60%. It does help. But at the same time, if it has to be refined, polished, and made it presentable, we have to do the editing. That means we are sitting on it, with the theme. So when you receive it through email, kindly get it translated with the help of Google Baba, because everybody may not be able to translate it. But you can translate and go through it and see whether the inner alignment is there with the theme. Okay? Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om to everybody.
Namaskaram Swamiji.
Namaskar,
Swamiji.
Namaskar, Namaskar.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Pranam, 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 Pranam. Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om. Pranam, Pranam, Pranam.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
We are going now.
Powerful message.
Hari Om.
Tomorrow evening we are going.
I know. Tomorrow you can come by morning. You come 11:30,
Yes.
11:30. Hari Om.
One second. You'll give it to me in 2 minutes? Yeah. 2 minutes. I'll just take all the steps and give to him.